Thrand here.
Hi, this is Eldgrim.
And we're here with the 14th century knight dagger from Medieval Shop. It's a knightly dagger.
What a beauty.
It is a parrying dagger, or a paired dagger, because a lot of times it would be worn with a sword. I know this is a 13th century sword, but it's very similar in some ways, the design on the hilt. Be worn with a matched sword of the exact same hilt style. And it was a lot of times used in the offhand to help parry with if you didn't have a shield, and to attack with. And it can be used either way. I mean, either the rondelle grip, dagger grip, or it could be used in a conventional saber, sword, or whatever grip you want to call it. Club style grip, but it's more of a saber grip for parrying. We're going to try it out today, and all we have is this against the Medieval Shop
Big Brother
sword. Yes.
Yeah, it looks a lot like the River Thames sword. I believe
so.
I think this.
We're already starting.
We're already starting to test out, man. These things are ready to go. They have a mind of their own.
Right. But
this looks a lot like the River Thames sword, and I don't know for sure if I'm right, but I believe a lot of our viewers out there probably have a better idea than we do. So post in the comments if you think you know what design this is modeled after. We think it's the River Thames, and it's an excellent looking replication of that in a reenactment blade with no edge and all, and so
correct. And these are made out of EN45 steel, and they're tempered and extremely hard, so they should hold up extremely well. That's one of the things we want to test out today. But the other thing we want to cover is how much of a disadvantage am I if I don't have my sword? I just lost my sword, and I have to revert to using a dagger to defend. What are my disadvantages, and what do I have to do to possibly win if it's possible? And I believe it's possible, especially against a arming sword or something like a Viking.
Especially since I'm not going to have a shield, you know.
Correct. But the question is, what do we have to do? What are the disadvantages? What you do, what you don't do, and we'll kind of go over some of that, see what we can do, and how these behave, how they perform.
So the practical,
they can withstand the actual rigors of real combat.
So the practical do's and don'ts when you're in that situation to help you maybe survive.
Correct.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, let's try it out and see what we can do.
Yeah, let's get going. All right, let's talk about what not to do. Let's start off with that. He's got his reach, and he can reach me. Just reach out and show me where you can hit me. And look at my reach. I can't reach him with a shorter weapon. And I don't want to be parrying this part of his weapon. I don't want to be parrying this hit of his weapon. So if I try to parry like this, although it can be done, there's a lot of force here, and if I mess up, that's all the energy of the blade. With whatever he hits, he's going to get full force, full energy. It's the fastest moving, strongest part of the blade if he's casting blows out and throwing it like that. And also, if I parry out here, and then he just counters, I may not make it. That may be it. I mean, he keeps me in his range. I can't ever reach him, and it's just me until I mess up and I'm dead. It's not going to last long. It's going to be really quick. So we want to avoid that. So let's see, what do you want to do? Talk about what we want to accomplish. We want to get in within range. He's staying right there. But I want to step in within range where I can get him in niches. You know, I can get him up under things. I can come around and get him inside here. I want to be able to get in on him and get a hold of this arm and get in control. As long as he keeps me in his range where he can reach out and hit me, like just reach out and see if he can. Oh, it's okay. Just reach out, see if you can hit me. I want to make sure you can.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Yeah. What I want to do is immediately, if I'm able to do this, I want to pull this off. I want to parry in as close as I can. I want to catch it in here, get a hold of his arm if I can, and do it quickly. So I can get up under here. I could come up into the throat. I mean, whatever I want to do. I'm using a grip that's actually like a saber grip. But I want something where I can do this, not where I'm way back here and I'm going to have to parry again right away. This is not going to work. I'm going to die here. So what we want to do is immediately, as he's coming in, we want to get in close. I don't care if you hit his wrist with this. You want to try to stop it, but you want to get the blade is the main problem. You want to get in as close as you can and gain control. That is your whole point to this whole fight, is gaining control. Any way you can. So you can start working him over with your dagger. This is what you're trying to do. You want this kind of stuff going on, not him having his fight. Yeah, that's the whole point to this whole thing. Not staying back here and looking who's got the coolest parries in the world, because this is not going to help you. You have a lot of strong to this blade because it's so short, but always parry with this area here, and this is your big helper here to keep anything that happens to actually slide from hitting your hand. You can also use the quillion itself to parry. But anyway, now that we understand the principles of what we're trying to do, let's try some different exchanges and scenarios with different grips and see how it works out. All right, let's talk about the rondelle, or some people call it the ice pick grip, the classic dagger grip. In armored combat, or harness fechten, as the Germans would call it in the manuals, a lot of times I'll see this type of demonstration of use and hooking and grappling and fighting up here because there's a lot of openings. You have the opening here if you have guys wearing a visor. You've got openings in the neck possibly, especially under the armpits are very difficult to defend, and inside the bins of the arms a lot of times. So there's a lot of stuff you can hit up here, a lot more than you can down here with power, but you can thrust down low if necessary with this. There's different methods of coming in with it. But what we're talking about now is classic parrying. A lot of the parries are just up here like this. You don't worry about the blade, you glance off and just rush in and try to attack. But there are some advantages at times if you have the blade and use the actual quillions, because it's a quillion dagger. So if he was just to attack and I parry this way and try to step in, it's possible for this to glance on down. I can just turn it and come on down on me. Now, is that going to hurt me in armor? Probably not, but I don't have control of the arm. He could be trying to recover. It just comes in, he realizes it, lets it just ride off and keep coming. Right. So what we want to do is see if we can catch that. So in this type of method here, using it this way, you end up using the quillion to catch the blade. So if he attacks over here, he comes in and catches it here. I can come in and trap him quickly. It's not going anywhere.
Oh, I'm locked up.
I got him inside here. I can step on in on him, on the neck. I can use all these different type of techniques. And if I come straight down, it doesn't matter how angle I've got. This blade is long. That's probably going to kill him if I come straight in with a good thrust. So there are some advantages to possibly using the quillion even in this type of situation instead of just allowing it to go.
That is a gnarly...
There is a chance it can bite into the blade and get caught anyway. There is. But you want to move in quickly, get in close, and work yourself in here.
That's a gnarly dagger. I'm telling you, when it pokes, it hurts.
That same principle can be applied on this side if he were to attack. If I step in quickly and catch it in here, he's also still caught pretty much in bound.
Yeah, but you're stepping on my toes. That's an added bonus to that technique, by the way.
But he's bound inside here pretty much. And I can come on in wherever I want to attack. So now, is it going to work like that in real combat? Not that smoothly, no. But the idea is you can catch the blade as it's coming in. If it's coming in this area, if you get in close on it, you can actually catch the blade. And a lot of this is what it would be is grappling.
Whew! I'm tired of getting poked by that thing. That shit hurts.
Woo! Trying to use some unconventional techniques there.
Woo! Yeah, you got me though. Woo! Yeah! Man, that was fun.
That was a little bit of fun.
Woo!
So technically it is possible to get in on the guy.
Yeah, but you have to admit that's pretty hard.
It's not easy at all. I'm at the disadvantage. Technically, if you were going all out and just trying anything to trick me, just keep me at range,
yeah,
it would be almost like pulling teeth for me to get in on him. My only hope is to get lucky, like you're allowing me to, and get in there to get.
Well, they even feel so gracious, my lord.
Well, no, just saying, that's just the way it works. I mean, it's not necessarily you allowing me to in a real fight, but I have to make that opening. I have to get in.
You have to. You gotta set the situation up. It's playing chess.
Right, most certainly.
Whew. Well, let's see what we can do with it in the standard club style or saber grip.
Saber grip, yeah. Cool. All right, now we're going to do the saber grip, and what this one is good for is anytime you can attack under. Your strongest, most powerful blow is anything that comes from here. It is possible to get some power coming over this way, but most of your attacks are going to be much weaker up here for armor and stuff, although it is possible to go through some areas like this, possibly like that, are coming up. But most of your power is going to be coming up, so that's why I don't think it was used as often, or could have been. Depends on the armor that people are wearing in the time period. But it is a good parrying method. More than likely the offhand, where they were fighting with a sword, would have been held that way a lot of times. Could be in a dagger grip, but we're going to try some parries with it, see how they work. You can reach out and get me. Yeah. And we'll go ahead and do one here, which I parried fine with it. I've got him right in here. He's caught. I can still come up and grab his arm if I needed. I've got him in here. I can come up either way, whichever way I can grip it, but in here it'd probably be easier other ways. He can try to stop me, of course, here. But
Yep.
I've still got plenty of methods to come
The
around.
daggers. Oh, yeah, there it is. You already got me
Side,
the.
yeah.
Whew, not bad.
Okay, and of course it can be done on the opposite side. We're just going to do that where he tacks over here, and I step in and catch it here. I've caught him here, and I'm long past the point of his straw, or his actual speed of attack there, his danger point of the sword. And I have control. Like, he's stopped, I've caught it. I mean, I can try to come up under disarm him if I want, possibly. Of course, he could try other stuff as well. But I've actually got to control the sword. That was the idea. That was actually fun. But no, basically I've gotten control of the sword by actually using the technique to catch the blade as it's coming in. And then we've got the idea of coming up and under. And
I have another brace
I have
in my
sword
arm.
to my advantage now.
Action.
Tap out. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I was choking him. Sorry, Eldgrim. My shin was choking him, and I didn't realize it while I was trying to go for my killing blow. That is hilarious. Woo! I didn't realize I was choking. I felt him tapping out. Why is he tapping out? I'm sitting here pretending I'm thrusting. Thinking, what am I actually thrusting here? That was just bad. I loved it.
I know you didn't mean it, dude.
That was fun. Well fought.
Woo! Yes, my lord. Well fought.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our episode on the 14th century knightly dagger from Medieval Shop. I think it held up extremely well. How did your Viking sword hold up?
Big Brother held up pretty well here.
They both have a few little niches and stuff in them, but that's expected from this kind of combat, and I'm the one getting the most blows here.
Well, yeah, this has more mass, and when it hits that, you're trying to deflect blows with it.
Correct.
I'm the one delivering
and,
it.
it felt sturdy in the hand. It is not loose. The guard is still intact.
Oh yeah, this thing's still solid, man. Solid as a rock. Both of them. And I'm telling you, they did well. We kind of went, we didn't go all out. We went about 50%?
Right, we weren't going, like, of course, because the way we're dressed, we don't have enough armor to be doing Battle of the Nations or something. Like
No,
yeah, somebody would have went to the hospital or even
no doubt. I almost went to the hospital. They almost popped my eyeballs out on that shit show.
Sorry, my lord, I didn't know.
No, it's fine, man. Most fun I've had shooting a video in a long time.
I was choking him with my shin, guys. It was actually a tap out because it was right against his throat.
Right against my carotid,
Yeah. Well, I was looking for my little. What am I?
Yeah, you're trying to get I think you were trying to go for my femoral or something.
Yeah. But I was trying to think of what would be open because we're assuming.
We're assuming we're wearing
full
gear.
armor all the way from head to toe.
Yeah. Well, and in this case we weren't, but it's hot, South Texas, 95 degrees in the
We
shade.
wouldn't have been able to handle it otherwise.
No, not at all.
I'm wearing a lot of gambus.
I'm surprised we've handled it this well today.
Oh, most certainly. And you're a little more lightly armored because
you're
not as much to worry about from me doing stuff like this.
Right, yeah. We accelerate this.
Or something like that, it's harder for you to control the force if one goes in on you or something and you accidentally throw and I don't parry in time.
Well, both these weapons put on one hell of a great display, as did both of us, my lord. I think we both did great. I think both weapons did great.
Freestyling was fun, and I very much enjoyed it.
Blast, man. And we got to thank Tim over at Medieval Shop for sending these to us to give us the ability to do that for y'all today.
Oh, most certainly. I loved it. This thing handles very well in any grip.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, but I think it's a very, very high quality dagger for that type of reenactment.
Sturdy, excellent, love it.
And for that era, for the 14th century, it's very, very, very nice.
You are absolutely right.
And I think that is very, very good steel as well.
Oh yeah, for any kind of your reenactment needs, whether you're doing Viking reenactment or whatever the case may be.
EN45 and EN45 steel is just,
Yep.
It's not going to break on you, and it's going to do what you need.
Well, yeah. So thanks to Jarl Tim over at Medieval Shop. Thank you again for your generosity, my lord. And thank you out there, everyone in our audience. we've just about hit 13,000 subs, and it's all thanks to y'all out there. Keep sharing our videos.
We should
keep
hit it
liking.
today. We're 10 off. So if you know anybody that wants to subscribe, get them on there and get us up past 13K.
Now, and it's all because of y'all, and we really appreciate all of you watching and sharing and commenting and liking our videos. Keep subscribing. If you're not a subscriber yet, subscribe to our channel. Go back and watch a backlog of our episodes. Don't forget, guys, you can find us on Facebook at Thrand and Eldgrim's Well of Remembrance, or you can ask to join our closed group. That's Thane Thrand YouTube Boat Crew, and there you get exclusive content. You can also talk with Thrand and I personally, one-on-one, about all things historical and anachronistic. And also, guys, your help is much needed. You can always donate at www.patreon.com/Thrand, where we'll use those donations to improve the content of our videos for you. That way we can have more fun like we had today.
Oh, yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Well, thanks for the fun, Thrand. Thank you, everyone, and farewell.
No Vikings were harmed in the shooting of this. Farewell.